Kirill, what can they ultimately do here, I suppose?
Well, we believe that promotion of trade and investment is a very important part of BRICS' mission. And we are working very heavily with China. And, for example, our fund has invested around $5 billion jointly in projects, and half of our investments in RDIF is done with BRICS countries. So we believe promotion of trade and investment, such as, for example, our announcement of a joint fund in renminbi with China, equivalent of $10 billion, and other things will really foster BRICS cooperation.
What I'm trying to get at, though, Kirill, is what can you do about Pyongyang, as, you know, both Russians and the Chinese at the moment, which you must have some leverage on Pyongyang to perhaps reform or scale back. What's your view on that?
Well, we as RDIF do not work with North Korea at all, and we believe that, a dialogue needs to happen. But we stick to economic and investment policies, so do not have a political view on North Korea.
How would you characterize Chinese-Russian relationships at the moment? Would you say that they're at the best that they've been for many years?
Yes, I would definitely say so, because there is major cooperation on all fronts, and strategic investments, trade. Our trade is at the highest point ever. And we also see eye to eye on lots of diplomatic and political situations. So it is definitely a best period of Russia-China relationship right now.
Kirill, you're there in Xiamen at the BRICS Forum. What are you hoping to achieve? What deals have been signed? Who have you been meeting with?
Well, I announced in several of the new transactions we've done with BRICS partners. One of them is an investment in Pulkovo Airport, which is the airport of St. Petersburg. We're also going to discuss new projects with BRICS Bank. We've done already the first project with BRICS Bank in Russia. And we believe that BRICS cooperation can increase dramatically. Our forecast is that BRICS investment in Russia will double in the next 3 years. And we are also even discussing joint cryptocurrency work among BRICS countries, because we believe cryptocurrency could at some point provide alternatives to some of the existing currencies. So lots of work in all of the different dimensions.
Yeah, as Rish was alluding to, politics never far from the fore when it comes to investment and business, right? Particularly when it comes to the Russian Direct Investment Fund. I know in January, earlier this year, you were saying that you were hoping to organise a delegation of US, American partners and business leaders to try and bring them to Russia to try and rebuild some of these frayed trading ties. How is that going? Because it feels like since the election, or since earlier this year, things have gotten worse from that front.
Well, we had a meeting with U.S. delegation during St. Petersburg Economic Forum in June in Russia, and we believe that business dialogue is very important. Of course, there are lots of political differences, but only through business dialogue can the discussion be had. We continue to cooperate with a number of U.S. investments, a number of U.S. businesses, and believe that it's in the best interest of the U.S. to have this business cooperation. Of course, political environment makes those discussions very difficult, but we will continue to do those, because we believe that only through dialogue can political solutions be found.
Kirill, the EU sanctions over Russia for Ukraine have been extended into early next year. How has that really affected the way that you do things and the opportunities available to the fund?
Well, we feel that the Russian economy adjusted to sanctions already. We will have growth of 2% this year. Very few people believed we would have a growth of 2%. It was actually our prediction. Earlier this year, many people said maybe 1%, 1.5%. So Russian economy has adjusted. And oil prices, as long as oil prices remain stable, we believe the Russian economy will continue to grow. And of course, there are lots of missed opportunities because of sanctions, both for Russia and for European partners. But this is sort of the reality we live in now.